Hi guys, this is Jana. I am a doula with Yama Mamas, and I'm here to teach you about the decision-making process called BRAIN, using your brain, B-R-A-I-N. So I'm going to walk you through that process today. You can use this for childbirth and your process. Also, you can use it for any medical decision you have to make. It's a great way to think through all of your possibilities and what decision you want to make. Informed decision making really comes down to asking good questions. Sometimes though, in the moment when you are in labor and there's a lot going on and you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden something is presented to you or is said that they're going to do to you, you don't really have the brain processes to come up with a question. So this tool, the Using Your Brain tool, is actually a way that you and your partner can remember what questions you need to ask when the moment is present. Alright, so let's walk through this. So B-R-A-I-N. So this is a mnemonic device to remember what questions to ask. The first question you're going to ask is about the benefits. So this is a way that you can understand why the medication, the procedure, the policy, the test, whatever it is beneficial to you. So what you will want to ask is, okay, how is this going to help me, my baby, or my labor? And once you understand that, that will be really helpful. After that, you're going to ask about the risks. So once you know how this procedure is going to help you, it's important to know what are the possible things that this could cause. So if a procedure or medication, maybe it could cause some adverse effects, or maybe it could cause another intervention to happen after that. And so then, first, once you have these two pieces of information, this is a great way to think through the benefits and the risks for you and your labor and your family and your body, and you can decide, do the benefits outweigh the risks for me, or do the risks outweigh the benefits for me? And different people are going to feel differently, and you actually might feel differently than your care provider. So even your care provider, your doctor or your midwife, might feel like the benefit outweighs the risk for you, but you might feel like the risk outweighs the benefit and that you would like to not do that thing. And so in that case, you can talk through that information, and you need help. Usually in labor, you're going to need help from your support partner, whether it be your husband, boyfriend, mother, friend, whoever it is, to help you to ask those questions and state what you want. Okay, so next, after you understand the benefits and the risks, if you're still not sure about what decision you want to make, then you want to ask about alternatives. And often, you might be surprised to find that there are alternatives. There's other options. So you can find out, okay, what other options do I have besides doing this one particular medication, procedure, or test? And then you can talk through the risks and benefits of those alternatives, and maybe you would prefer one of those other options. Next, I is for intuition. So one thing you need to check in on before you make a decision is, okay, how do I feel about this? Is this, like, is my gut telling me, like, no, I don't need this, or like, yes, I need to move forward and this is the best thing right now for me? If you're not feeling quite right about it, then you might need to ask some more questions or have some time with your partner to pray and really center yourself and maybe listen to, if you talk to God about it, or however you go about really kind of figuring out what's going on in your mind and in your heart to come to peace with whatever decision is made. And sometimes that just might mean that you need to have a little conversation, a heart to heart, and come to peace with that decision. Other times you might want to have that peace of mind not to go forward with it. But taking that moment to really check in with yourself emotionally and spiritually is really important for feeling good about the decision you make. Okay, lastly, N is for nothing, and that means, what if we do nothing? So this is a really important question, and this is my favorite question in childbirth, because this really will reveal to you the urgency or non-urgency of a particular intervention or medication or procedure. When you ask, what happens if we do nothing right now, or what if we wait an hour, or what if we wait a day, and then you can see the response by the doctor or the nurse when you ask that, then sometimes they'll just say, well, it's just going to take more time and we'll just have to wait and we'll check back with you in an hour and see how things are going. If you get that kind of response, then it's like, okay, well, this isn't medically necessary right now, or it's not really urgent, it's not something that's life or death, and you can understand that, okay, this was just a procedure that they want to do, but if I don't want to do it, it's not that significant to my health, my labor, my baby. And so then you can feel good about, if you want to not do that, then you can just wait and do nothing. However, if you say, well, what if we do nothing, or what if we wait an hour, and you see this concern, or all of a sudden your doctor is really worried and they start talking about all these serious problems that are going to happen, and this is how they really feel, then you can really weigh that in your decision. Okay, it seems like this is a really serious medical problem, and they feel really strongly that this is what I need to do, and then you can really consider that as you pray and think through it, or making your decision, if you're going to move forward with that. And then you can feel more confident knowing how your medical care providers feel about it. So this is my favorite question, because it really gives you a clear vision of the seriousness of the condition, or if it's just something that's not necessarily indicated but they want to do, or maybe there's a reason for it but it's not necessary. And then you can really have a say in that, which is great, and it helps you feel good about it. So this is the process of brain, benefits, risks, alternatives, intuition, and what if we do nothing. So remember those, and you can make really great decisions for yourself in childbirth and through any medical decision you need to make. I'm going to post a great poster for you to be able to remember these, and you can keep it, you can print it, put it in your wallet, so that when you get to that moment, then you can remember what questions you need to ask. Thanks, guys. Bye. See you next time.